Hey Tori, my name is Panyia, and in this video, I'm going to show you 3 things that you can do today to help bring in more customers to your business and have them be able to find you guys online if they don't really know who you are. So most likely you're sitting there asking yourself, why would I be doing this and what's in it for me? Well, it's simple. Oftentimes in the world of the internet, most local business owners are too busy running their business to learn how the internet can benefit them and their company. And sometimes the only hesitation they have to hire someone is that they don't know who is an expert and who isn't. So I found that by giving people an easy free attack plan of actual things they can do to impact their business for free has resulted in some of these local business owners raising their hands and saying, I like you, Panyia, come do this for us. So if by the end of this video you like what you heard and you see that I have a lot of tricks up my sleeve that can help with your business, shoot me an email or a call and we can definitely chat. Or if by the end of this video you simply want to take this information and do them yourself, that works for me as well. So now, let me show you 3 things that will set your company above your competition and not waste any more of your time or mine. So everything you see me highlighting here, all of these are considered content. And content is basically what Google uses in order to understand what it is that you guys do and the service that you guys provide in order to drive the right traffic to your website. And many business owners know that they need content. However, what they don't know is that the average length for the #1 result on Google for construction company is at least 1,500 to 2,400 words. So for you to show up at the top of Google, you need at least 1,500 words on your homepage with the right keywords. And when we talk about content, it's not just what's on the surface of your website, but also what's behind it. For example, if we save this photo right here, we can see that this is what it's saved as, and this is actually what Google is reading as well. And from the looks of it, doesn't look like you guys are including any of the keywords that people are searching onto Google hidden into your images. So this is definitely something I would recommend you guys to do to help with your content. So the next thing I did was I copy and paste your content to this word counter. And as we can see here, you guys have about 123 words. And if we compare that to Kitchen Mart, this is one of your top competitors when I type into Google Kitchen Remodel Sacramento, California. As we can see, they are on top of the list. What I did was I also copy and paste their content to this word counter. And as we can see, they have about 1,700 words. So we can definitely get you guys up there, as well as adding even more content to beat out your competitor. So the next thing I did was I went to this tool I use called Eras. This is a super cool tool to use because it lets me see behind the scene of what is happening behind a website. So when I put your website into this tool, we can see here that you guys are ranking for 2 keywords, and that's driving and 13 in traffic. So if we look at the keyword that you're ranking for, we can see here that you guys are ranking for your name, which is great. However, this is not so good for people who doesn't know who you guys are. So something that we want to do is, if we look at your competitor, Kitchen Mart, we can see here that they have 984 keywords, and that's driving in a total of 1.3K in traffic. So when we look at their keywords, we can see that they're ranking for their name, but they're also ranking for these buyer intent keywords like Kitchen Remodeling Sacramento, Kitchen Remodel Sacramento, because these keywords itself is driving in a total of 350 and 250 in search volume, to which you are missing out on because you're not ranking for these type of keywords. So we definitely want to go into your website and start including these type of keywords. That way you're able to drive in these type of traffic into your website. So the next thing I want to talk about is citation. So I went to Google and typed in Kitchen Remodel Sacramento, California. Usually the first thing we're going to see is the ad and sponsor section. This is the section where businesses are paying Google to be up on. However, study does show that ads are only semi-effective and can definitely become a money pit if the ads are infected. Moving down, so this area is where citation matter most. So this area is called the Google Map Pack or the maps. This is where 40% of your traffic will come from, and in order to get into the top 3 of the map, you need citation. So citation is basically your business name, address, and phone number listed through various directories such as Yelp, Yellowbook, Whitebook, local pages, and even Facebook have an area where you could submit a citation. So the more citation you have, the more relevant you are to Google, and the more likely Google will push you to the top 3 of the maps. And then this area is the third and last thing I want to talk about. So this area is called the organic section. This is where 60% of your traffic will come from. And in order to get here, you need authority. And how do you get authority? Well, it all comes down to backlinks. And a backlink is when one website links to another website online. So think of it like this. If site A links to site B, then site A is giving site B some of its link juice. Kind of like a vote of confidence, but in Google eyes, this is a passing authority. And the more relevant the site, the more valuable the link. However, not all links are created equally. So let me give you an example. Since one of the services you provide is kitchen remodeling or remodeling, if another website that also provides that service or something similar links back to you, that will be more effective and give you authority than, let's say, Pizza Hut linking back to you, because hey, you guys don't sell pizza for a living, right? So that will not be so good for your website. So if we go back to this tool that I use, we can see here that you guys have about 48 backlinks going back to your website. And if we look at your backlinks, we can see that a lot of the links that you have are spam link, and these are basically the Pizza Hut link that you do not want for your website. So we definitely want to go in and remove these spam link and get you guys more relative and powerful links for your website. So if we look at your competitor, and I'm so sorry, that's my puppy, we can see here that they have about 1.1k in backlinks. So what we can essentially do is we can actually take all of the good links that they have and go after them for your own website, as well as adding even more powerful and relative links for your website to beat out your competitor. And yeah, Tori, this is the end of this video. Once again, we went over content, making sure your front page have at least 1,500 words, citation. You want to have more citation than your competitor to beat them and get pushed to the top of the map. And then backlinks, you need more relative site putting back to you guys to show Google that you are the authority. And if you implement these strategies today, you can definitely be #1 across Google. And yeah, Tori, you can either go with this information I provided you today and do this on your own, and I'm totally cool with that. However, if you want the most effective route and want to save yourself the time, you can give me a call at 916-382-2906. Once again, my name is Panyia and my number is 916-382-2906. If not, no worries, but I will leave some feedback on this video. And yeah, I look forward to hearing back from you, and have a good day.